This show is brought to you by Insurance Awareness Coordinators Group and the German Development Corporation through GIZ.
Thank you very much, Ghana. My name is Okyeame Kwame, and I'm your host and linguist for the Recovery Stories. And if you've been with us throughout the weeks, you know what we are doing here. We are trying to demystify the concept of insurance and bring it to your homes. And on this show, the Recovery Stories, what we do is we sit down with insurance beneficiaries and stakeholders to have the conversation about the insurance claims processes that we have in Ghana here. On this show, we look at the do's, the don'ts, the myths, and the truths, and we always bring with us a professional to come and explain to us in granulated details what insurance is about and how you can make your claims. This show is brought to you by GIZ and the Insurance Awareness Coordinators Group. My name is Okyeame Kwame, and I promise you this week's episode is going to be amazing. Stay tuned.
Around 2019 December, Dad passed on at the hospital. I was really confused as to what to do.
I was told to report back the next day to give my statement. After all that was done, they finished, they called me that it was ready. I went in for it and I took it to my insurance company.
I had a call from the insurance office. They then told me that they've gotten all the documents and they will get back to me. Within two to 4 days, I had my money.
My name is Micah Teria Fenny.
Hi, my name is Edmond Nakao.
Hello, I am Veratan Saki.
Insurance pays. Notify, submit, and get paid.
Insurance pays. Today, our show is going to be really special. Why? Because we have someone from the regulators to come and talk to us about the insurance. And why I'm so happy is that since we are customer or consumer centric on our show, we seek to find the ways of making insurance customers happy. And the regulators are the ones who get the insurers to behave. That is why I'm so happy that my own brother, Mr. Maxwell Aning Frimpong, who is the head of claims at NIACG, is here. Please, I am particularly honored that you are head of claims because what we seek to do is to make sure that people get their claims. So you are welcome to Recovery Stories.
Thank you, Okyeame, and thank you to your viewers.
You look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
I like that shirt.
Thank you. You also look good.
Oh, thank you. So let's dive straight into it. Why has insurance become so important in our country?
Yes, that is a good question. The National Insurance Commission is a regulatory body for the insurance industry in Ghana. It is a body corporate, an institution that was set up by an act of parliament. And we do certain things in the insurance industry. Our main objective is to ensure effective administration, regulation, supervision, control the business of insurance for the insurance policy holders, for the protection of the insurance industry and the insurance policy holders. So this is the two key words in there: for the protection of insurance policy holders and the insurance industry. And before we achieve these kind of objectives, there are certain functions that we do as a regulator. We license insurance companies, reinsurance companies, insurance brokers who want to transact insurance business in Ghana. So all the licensed insurance companies, you see them in town, who sell policies to policyholders, they are licensed by the National Insurance Commission. We also supervise them by way of going for on-site inspection, looking through their books, and also off-site inspections. They submit returns to us so that we look through them to ensure that they are not cheating the public, those who buy insurance from them. Then National Insurance Commission also has set up a bureau where complaints may be submitted by members of the public so that we resolve them for them. We have a bureau that we call Complaints and Settlement Bureau. In fact, I am the head there. It is not the head of claims. We don't do claims at the regulator, or we don't do claims at the National Insurance Commission. We receive complaints from the policyholders, those who have insurance transactions with our regulated entities. When I say regulated entities, that is the licensed insurance companies and the reinsurance companies and the brokers that we have in this country. So basically, we are a regulatory body. We supervise insurance companies in this country. We also ensure that we protect policyholders, I'm repeating it again, policyholders who buy insurance from our regulated entities, of course, the licensed ones. And we also protect the insurance industry as a whole.
Thank you very much. I mean, that was a really detailed answer. And I know that the NIC is particularly aggressive in a good way on making sure that the conversation about insurance is heard, understood, and activated in this country.
Yeah.
So the Insurance Pays campaign, why?
Yes, the Insurance Pays campaign, in fact, we have to thank the association, the GIA, and the association that is championing this Insurance Pays campaign. The NIC, we are also doing our part in addition to what the association and the GIA is doing. We are in all the 10 regions, the former regions that we have. We are in Koforidua, we are in Takrade, we are in Ho, we are in Tamale, we are in Bolga, we are in Wa, we are in Accra. Even in Accra, we have a regional office in Accra. Our regional offices are doing sensitization program, education program on insurance, the benefit of insurance, how to process your claim. They are always on the move, on the radio station. You know, recently with our commissioner came out with Moto insurance database. We've implemented Moto insurance database to the extent that anybody who wants to even board a car, a commercial vehicle, if you have your own car and you want to buy Moto insurance, you can check it on your own. Immediately you pay the premium to the said licensed insurance company. Immediately you pay your premium, you can take your phone, check with your code, which is *920*57#, and check whether the insurance that you bought is a genuine one. So that in times of claim, let's say if you have a loss, you are involved in an accident, you can go for a claim. So that the insurance company will not say that, look, the insurance that you have is a fake one. Because if you're able to check with your phone, the details that will come on your phone will tell you that, yes, the insurance that I bought from, let's say, an agent who is selling the insurance to me, or after going to an insurance company office, you've paid your premium, they're keyed into the system. Immediately you check with your phone, the details will come on your phone. We have a central database that's set at the NIC. So across the country, everywhere you buy insurance, immediately you pay your premiums, and the insurance company key onto the system. We get the details at our office here. And you can also get it on your mobile phone. So it saves you from insurance company telling you that, look, you bought fake insurance.
So all this is happening in Ghana.
Very good.
Insurance pays.
Notify, submit, get paid.
I picked up 3 things.
Yes.
You spoke about the insurance companies that you have licensed.
Very good.
You also said insurance companies that are working well.
Yes.
That are in good standing.
Very good.
You also mentioned that there are some insurance companies in all the regions that you work with, the ones that are legitimate.
Yes.
Which means there are insurance companies which are not legitimate. How do you find them? Because I am interested in the illegitimate ones caught, imprisoned, so that our mothers in the market would not face the problem that they face with them. How do you identify them and sift them out of there?
Yes, the issue with that, you see, I talked about fake insurance. Before you operate in Ghana, you need a license to operate as an insurance company. And we have certain requirements that you need to meet those requirements. You need to apply to the National Insurance Commission. We go through your requirement before we give you a license to operate. The law that we use, the insurance act, bars companies who are not licensed and are operating in our system. Immediately the commission hears and approach you and get you, please, you'll be penalized heavily. Secondly, there are agents who are going around selling fake insurances. That is why, in the wisdom of Commissioner Dr. Justice Ofori, he implemented the Moto insurance database, so that if you're a policyholder and you want to buy motor insurance, immediately you pay your premium to the agent everywhere in Ghana, or you go to an office and they tout themselves as an insurance company, a branch office. Immediately you pay your premium, you have to check on your mobile phone to check whether the motor insurance that you bought is genuine or not. Immediately you check it, the details that will come on your phone will tell you that, yes, this insurance that I bought is genuine or not.
No, still on genuine.
Yeah.
So how can my mother in the market identify a fake insurance seller from an authentic one, especially now that everything has become IT savvy and you can use your phone through WhatsApp messages and following a prompt?
Yes.
You can have your insurance cover. So how can our mothers, how can they be protected from these fake insurance sellers?
Yes, when you look at the insurance industry as a whole, the channel of distribution, the selling of insurance is mostly dominated by agents. And all these agents, you see them going around selling insurances, we have a database on them. If you are an agent and you want to sell insurance, the process is that the insurance company will have to bring your details to the NIC for the NIC to register you and give you a license. The license is an ID card. So if you are in town, let's say a market seller, you want to buy insurance and the agent approaches you and want to sell the insurance to you, the first thing you do as a proposed policyholder is to request for the agent's license from the NIC. In the license, you see the NIC logo there. You see the insurance company the agent is working for. You can take the details, the name of the agent. We have a number. We are in 10 regions. So let's say if you are in Kumasi, you can call our branch offices in Kumasi and ask of the agent license whether the agent is actually a good agent who has been registered with the NIC. Secondly, assuming you want to buy a motor insurance and an agent approaches you, what do? When you pay your premium and they give you the cover, you can check with your mobile phone. You put in the code *920*57#. If it's a fake insurance, the details that will come on your phone will show that, look, this insurance that you bought is fake. It is a correct insurance. The insurance company will appear. The period of insurance cover will also appear. And even your car, the details that you give them will also appear. That will tell you that, yeah, this insurance that I bought is a genuine one. And at the time of claim, you will not be found wanting. The insurance company would not tell you that your insurance cover was fake at the time you bought it.
Thank you. So another thing that we've been doing here over the week, we've spoken to fire service, we've spoken to the police, we've spoken to insurance experts, industry people, beneficiaries. And one thing that we realize is that the level of challenges are really coming down.
Yeah.
And that people are rebuilding their trust in the insurance claims processes.
Yeah.
From where you sit, what are some of the challenges? Because they say a problem shared is a problem solved. So let us discuss the challenges here openly, in honesty, so that people will know what the challenges are, and all of us as a nation can work towards finding resolutions? What are some of the challenges?
You see, the first challenge that I see that we have in our country, it is the mistrust about insurance and the perception about insurance. A lot of people, when you talk to them, somebody will say, oh, if it's not the police, I wouldn't have even bought a motor insurance because insurance doesn't pay. But look, let me tell you, averagely, insurance company pays about 4 million Ghana cedis as compensation for victims. 4 million Ghana cedis. And you see, the people, and the average Ghanaian also treat insurance costs as a discretionary expenses. Because he thinks when he gets money, he thinks of the other things. Insurance is the last thing. Thirdly, this is a genuine concern which the regulator is trying to resolve. The delays in claim settlement. If you get a claim, the petition that we normally receive at our end is that the insurance company is delaying my claim. In view of that, the National Insurance Commission have issued what we call claims management guidelines. You know, in insurance company, we have life insurance company and general insurance company that deals with motor and life, that deals with the funeral and all those insurances. We have issued a claim management guideline to this institution, and the claim management guidelines gives it to give guidelines and timelines of settling claims. At the time you have to report a claim to an insurance company, at the time they request for document, you have to submit them. When you submit the document, there are timeline they have to respond to you, timeline they have to pay the claim to you. So when you send your claim to an insurance company and they are delaying you, they are using technicality to deny liability or to accept the claim and pay compensation to you. That is why the NIC has set up a bureau called the Complaints and Settlement Bureau. You can always bring your problems to us.
What are some of the things that NIC is doing to make sure that we can delete these problems?
Yes. You know, before we went on break, I talked about the claim management guideline that we've issued into the industry, which have timelines on management of claims, how to settle claims. There are timelines to that effect. Apart from that, the NIC has set up a bureau called the Complaints and Settlement Bureau, where we receive complaints from the general public so that we resolve it amicably among the insurance companies and the complainants. What we do is that if you have an issue with an insurance company, if you bought a policy with an insurance, let's say a motor insurance policy, there's claim. You filed your claim with an insurance company. The insurance company is delaying you. They are not paying the claim. Don't worry. Come to the National Insurance Commission. Write to the Commission of Insurance. We are in 10 regions. You can write to our, if you are in Kumasi, there's no need for you to come to Accra. Go to our Kumasi head office, Kumasi branch office. If you are in Koforidua, you are in Takrady, you are in Cape Coast. Go to our branch offices. File a complaint with them. When you file a complaint with them, they will deal with it for you. Let's say if you are in Accra, you can always walk to our offices. Send us a petition. Address it to the Commissioner of Insurance. When you address it, the commissioner will mail it to the officer in charge or the manager in charge, and he will work on it. What we do is that when we receive the complaints, we look at it, the merit of the case, we write to the respective insurance company that you've complained against. We send a copy of the complaints to the insurance company. We give them a timeline to respond to the complaints. When we receive the complaints or we receive the response from them, including the complaint, we look at the merit of the case. If there's a need for us to take a decision on the matter, we do that. But in most cases, we invite the managing director and representative of the company, then we invite the petitioner. We'll sit around the table and arbitrate the issue and try and resolve it.
Insurance pays.
Notify, submit, get paid.
You know, they say that it's easier said than done. I mean, these are the things written in the books of the guidelines of things that you do. I want you to tell me in plain terms, what is the most ridiculous story of an insurance company worrying a customer in your personal experience?
There are several stories or several petitions that have come to us. And We recently had a case from Takrady. In fact, the amount was way above. The person had an accident, was injured, and he filed a claim with an insurance company, and the insurance company was trying to deny liability. In fact, when he petitioned us, we looked at the merit of the case. We invited the insurance company, we invited the petitioner. When we look at the merit of the case, we thought that the insurance company should admit liability and pay the claim. So we made an award judgment to the petitioner, and we issued a letter to the insurance company to submit the check to us for the petitioner to pick it up.
Wow.
And we did all that in 3 weeks.
Insurance pays.
Notify, submit, get paid.
Another question is, are there cases where the insurance companies did not want to pay the customers, and so you had to sanction them, revoke their licenses, give them punitive measures? Do you have such examples?
Yeah, there are cases like that.
Please give me one.
There are cases like that. I wouldn't like to go into details, but there are cases like that that insurance company would like to deny liability because of certain technicalities. So when we get such cases, we look at the merit of the case. Some of them are borderline cases. That is why it is so important that if you're a policy holder and you buy insurance, the insurance company is supposed to issue a policy document. And in that policy document, there are terms and conditions, do's and don'ts in the policy document. Let me give you a typical example. Let's say if you buy a motor insurance, let's say comprehensive insurance, and your car gets spoiled and you take it to the fitting shop. At the time your car is at the fitting shop, the policy ceases. The policy ceases unless you take your car out of the fitting shop, then the policy continues.
Because the responsibility is now on the mechanic to take good care of it.
Owner.
Makes sense.
So if you don't read your policy document and you don't see this certain terms and conditions in the policy, the do's and the don'ts, and you do such things, and you file for a claim, there's a loss and you file for a claim, the insurance company is likely to repudiate liability.
Mr. Frimpong, you know why? I know you have skipped my question. You are intentionally trying not to answer it because of technical reasons. But the reason why I wanted you to speak about it is because I know that the NIC is customer-centric.
Yes.
And you are focused on the average Ghanaian not being taken for granted.
Yes.
And you are regulating.
Yes.
And so these examples, when they are broken down in plain terms, they tell my viewers that you really mean it and beyond the rhetorics. But it's all right.
Let me give you a typical one. In fact, we had a claim from a certain woman against one of our regulated entities, a licensed one, of course. And the lady petitioned us. We look at the merit of the case. We thought that the insurance company should admit liability. The claim was in a range of about 400,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
The insurance company didn't want to pay the claim. We wrote to them, gave them a deadline to pay the claim. They didn't meet the deadline. So we issued them a penalty of about 100,000 Ghana cedis. And we give them another deadline to pay the claim. So this time, they pay the claim and they also pay the penalty.
Insurance pays. So you see, insurance is not an abstract entity sitting somewhere with people in white shirts and black ties coming to your offices trying to take your money. And when the problem that they promised to solve actually happens, then they run away with your money. I give you a long list, your grandfather's first name, this one, that one. No, it is being regulated by NIC. And they have so many bureaus to make sure that your problems are dealt with and there's resolution. The Recovery Stories campaign is also an initiative. There are so many things happening in this country right now to let you know that we need Ghanaians to be insured, because an insured life, I don't know, it's a maybe life. And I will insure everything of mine because I do not want to leave it. Insurance always finds a way to take you back to exactly where you were, if not even make you better. Insurance pays.
Notify, submit, get paid.
We'll be right back. Thank you.
Around 2019 December, Dad passed on at the hospital. I was really confused as to what to do.
I was told to report back the next day to give my statement. After all that was done, they finished, they called me that it was ready. I went in for it and I took it to my insurance company.
I had a call from the insurance office. They then told me that they've gotten all the documents and they will get back to me. Within 2 to 4 days, I had my money.
My name is Micah Teria Feni.
Hi, my name is Edmond Nakao.
Hello, I am Veratan Saki.
Insurance pays. Notify, submit, and get paid.
You are welcome back to Recovery Stories, where I'm talking to my brother, Mr. Aning Frimpong of NIC. It is questioning time. Let's come to our audience. Insurance pays!
Notify, submit, get paid.
Okay, first question, please.
Please, I'm Ella. And my question is, at times you'll be there and these telecommunicators, they'll be sending you messages, and at times they'll be calling you that you want to register for your insurance and stuff. Is it good to talk to them or get some information from them to register for the insurance?
Yes, thank you very much for your question. You see, when you get such a call from any telco company, the telco is the distribution channel. We don't regulate the telcos. The National Insurance Commission regulates only insurance companies in this country. So when you get such a call, it means that there's a policy which it is being underwritten by an insurance company, and they've chosen that telco as a distribution channel. So you have every right to demand for a policy document if you want to start with that particular policy. If you have a claim and that insurance company or the telco is denying you of liability, you can always report them to us.
Thank you very much. The second question, please.
Mr. Frimpong, assuming I'm in a car and the car had an accident and I reported the case to an insurance company, and what they told me is the car is not insured, so it means I'm going to be denied liabilities. What is the National Insurance Authority or the regulatory body is going to do to help me?
Yes, thank you for your question. We have a law in this country, which is the Motor Traffic Act. If the provisions of the law say that before you put a car on the road, you need to have a license, a driving license, and an insurance on the vehicle before you put it on the road. So if you are involved in an accident and you don't have insurance, there's a good news for you. The National Insurance Commission have a fund called the Moto Compensation Fund. If you are involved in an accident and the vehicle is uninsured, you can always come to the National Insurance Commission. We'll compensate you with that fund. We'll look at the extent of injury, we'll request for certain documentation, we'll request for police report to ensure that indeed the accident actually happened, because at the time of the accident we were not there. We'll request for medical report to look at the extent of your injury so that we can compensate you.
This is where we draw the curtain for today's program. My name is Okyeame Kwame. I have been the host for today's Recovery Stories, and I must say that it is like Insurance 101 for me. It's an educative experience. I hope it is for you too. So until we meet again, same time next week, I love you, Ghana loves you. Insurance is real, so go out there and get insured. Until we meet again, bye-bye.
This show is brought to you by Insurance Awareness Coordinators Group and the German Development Corporation through GIZ.